Hi, everybody. I want to thank you. I hope you had a wonderful day. It was a gorgeous day out there. And I want to give a shout out to my son. As you know, he's the one who's been doing my videos for me. But we are now in his studio down in our basement, redone slash his studio. So you'll see some mics and see some different things going on. But I just wanted to thank him again for all the work he's been doing to help me bring lessons to you. Now, we talked about prepositions yesterday, and I gave you a list of the most common prepositions. I also gave you a sentence to look over and to diagram for me on page 278, sentence number 9. I am behind in my grading for the last couple days. I will get caught up between now and what is tomorrow, Wednesday. By Thursday, should be everything graded and on GradeLink, okay? So just hang in there with me. All right. Now, we also did a worksheet on compound sentences, compound subjects, and predicates. And I just want to go over that page with you on page 281 on question number 2. We did question number 1 last evening together. The question number 2, it says, heavy stones cause the problem. Increased traffic caused the problem. Now you can go through your workbook together. We're going to go through these together so that you get them and make corrections to them, all right? If you send them to me, if I got them today, I'll mark them that I received them, and you can feel free to make all the corrections on your papers as necessary. So how do we make that into one sentence? Well, we just say we make it a compound subject. Heavy stones and increased traffic cause the problem. Okay, let's look at question number 3. Robert McCulloch and his colleague C.V. Wood placed a bid of $2.46 million for the bridge. The two men won. So we combine that and we would say Robert McCulloch and his colleague, comma, C.V. Wood, because again, it's not it's an additive there. It's in a positive, telling us who his colleague's name is. Placed a bid of $2.46 million for the bridge and won. Now let's look at our independent studies. All right. We have McCulloch bought the London Bridge in 1968. He moved it to Arizona in 1968. So instead of having to say that and being redundant, we just say McCulloch bought the London Bridge and moved it to Arizona in 1968. We don't have to keep saying in 1968, in 1968. On some of your papers, when we were writing them, my editorial comments to you were, this is redundant, this is repetitive. Okay, this is how you can get away from using redundant words and phrases and making comments repetitively. The second one, people laughed at the idea at first. People later changed their minds. We would say, people laughed at the idea at first, but later changed their minds. Now, why do we not have a comma after first and before but, even though but is a coordinating conjunction? Well, later changed their minds is not a complete sentence. It's not an independent phrase, so that cannot stand by itself. Therefore, we do not need the comma. The comma is only joined with the conjunction when we have two independent phrases joined together by that coordinating conjunction. Number 3, workers labeled individual stones. Workers removed individual stones. So to make that a complete sentence, we combine them. Workers labeled and removed individual stones. Again, it breaks away all that repetitiveness. The heavy stones traveled by boat to the United States. The heavy stones were hauled by truck to Arizona. Making it one sentence, the heavy stones traveled by boat to the United States and were hauled by truck to Arizona. Again, we don't need a comma before and because it's not two independent clauses joined together with a coordinating conjunction. Number 5, the Lord Mayor of London attended the special ceremony. The Lord Mayor of London laid the cornerstone for the bridge. The Lord Mayor of London attended the special ceremony and laid the cornerstone for the bridge. Next one. Workers assembled the stones. Workers rebuilt the bridge in 1971. Workers assembled the stones and rebuilt the bridge in 1971. Now your homework for to do for tomorrow is to continue with compound sentences and pages 283 to 284. And I want you to review your prepositional phrases, okay? Have a great night. Bye-bye.